Hello Internet family, Dan here from DansTube.tv, and today I have the Mavic 2 Zoom versus the Mavic 2 Pro. Which one should you buy? Here is the Mavic 2 Pro, and in a second I'll get onto the Mavic 2 Zoom, but I really just wanted to let you guys know what differences there are between these two drones here. In terms of the actual body, it's very similar. There's only slight changes. The camera is the main change. So when it comes to the Mavic 2 Pro, it actually has the Hasselblad 1-inch CMOS sensor. So that means that you can capture 20 megapixel still photos. That's amazing, on a tiny portable drone. That's super exciting. One thing they did seem to lack was the 4K. It only goes up to 30 frames. I honestly thought we'd see 60 frames with a Hasselblad 1-inch sensor, but it seems like they have made a clear statement that this is a consumer drone and the Phantom 5 will then have those higher end specs. We do have 2.7K at 60 frames per second and 1080p at a staggering 120 frames per second. Another thing that's really exciting about the Pro is that it has adjustable aperture, so you can go from f2.8 all the way up to f11. So you've got a lot of freedom when it comes to aperture there, and that just allows you to get the perfect shot. That's something I'm really excited about with a drone, something that we haven't really seen. So adjustable aperture is a super big thing on the Mavic 2 Pro. Before I jump into the nitty-gritty of this video, I wanted to let you all know that I'm hosting a giveaway right now on this video and on my Instagram and Facebook page. It is for this really cool Drone Invader shirt. This is from my brand new drone-inspired clothing line called Eye in the Sky Clothing. And the Drone Invader shirt has only just come out, so it's an exclusive thing. I'll have one giveaway, but I will have 3 options for you to enter: Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. All you have to do is leave a comment below, basically letting me know your favorite drone experience, whether that's a funny story, maybe a friend had a drone and there's something that randomly happened with it, or maybe just your favorite flight. Whatever it is, let me know in the comments below on this YouTube video. I'll also have a link below to my Facebook and a link below to my Instagram post with a picture of me wearing this. The same rules apply, just leave a comment on those posts and you could have a chance to win the really cool Drone Invader shirt. I will also have a link below, 10% off for this shirt here. So if you don't want to enter but you still like the shirt, or you want to enter and maybe grab another one, there will be a 10% off code below. Let's get back into the Mavic 2 Pro versus the Mavic 2 Zoom. So when we come to the Pro version, they have a few more things that the Zoom version doesn't have, and that's because of the higher end camera that you're getting with the Pro version. So the first thing, you'll get the color profile 10-bit D-Log, which means that you have high dynamic range, allowing for more control in post-production. You'll also have the option for 4K 10-bit HDR support, which means that you'll get better highlights, increased contrast, and fantastic color tones. So again, really fantastic for the pro user out there that wants to take their video work a little bit more seriously. Now when we come over to the Mavic 2 Zoom, you'll see that it has a completely different camera. It actually has a 12 megapixel CMOS sensor, and you can shoot in 4K at 30 frames per second, so the video capabilities are very similar to the Pro version. You can still do 2.7K at 60 frames and 1080p at 120 frames, so everything is very similar there, but obviously the 1-inch sensor is going to allow a lot more control and freedom. It's going to allow a lot more light into the lens, or less light based on the aperture, whatever you fix it to, and there's just a lot more options with the Pro version. But when it comes to the aperture on the Zoom version, you either have f2.8 when you're at 24 millimeters, or if you zoom in, you go to f3.8 for the 48mm zooming option. One thing that is actually really exciting about the Zoom version is this 48 megapixel super resolution photo. So it actually takes 9 photos in vivid detail, gives you the full span, and then you can zoom in and choose what you want. And that's all captured from the telephoto lens. It takes all these different shots and it gives you a super resolution 48 megapixel photo. And even though the Zoom version only has 2 times optical zoom, it actually has 4 times lossless zoom, which basically means that it's combining digital and optical zoom to create 4 times lossless zoom. And this is only available for full HD videos, so that means 1080p videos. Just reading my notes here, it does say that it goes from 24 to 48 mil for just the optical zoom, and then if you go the digital zoom on top of that optical zoom, it then goes to 96 millimeters. so a relatively decent zoom. Up until this point, all of the features that I had mentioned were either exclusive to the Zoom or the Pro version of the Mavic 2, but from now on these features will actually be available in both, and that's why it's so exciting, because they're very similar drones, but they both have completely unique options and functions. So both of them have enhanced HDR photos, but the Pro version actually has 14 EV, while the Zoom has 13 EV. So that means that the Pro has a slight advantage, but they both can capture enhanced HDR photos. There is a slight difference when it comes to the price of the Zoom and the Pro version. Now in Australian dollars, the Pro version is $2,299 just for the standalone kit, and the Zoom version is $1,999. So that's quite expensive. And then you have to buy the Fly More combo on top of that. Previously it was an option, an add-on option, but now you have to buy it as a separate thing. And the prices that I've found vary from around $350 to about $550, maybe $600 as an additional add-on. So you're going to have to buy that on top of the drone if you want the additional batteries and charging options. Besides the differences that I've mentioned, the Pro and the Zoom actually share quite a lot of similarities, and they're both very similar drones in terms of their design, their weight, and the features that they offer. Both of the drones offer a really cool hyperlapse feature, and this is exciting because it would cost quite a lot of money or quite an expensive rig or quite a skilled person to achieve really awesome hyperlapse shots. But with the Mavic 2 Pro and Zoom, you can do it literally with a button, and you have 4 different options. You have free, meaning you have free control, circle, which means it circles around a subject. You then have course lock, so it will just go on a set path, and then you have waypoint, where you can actually set up waypoints. So that's really exciting, and there are going to be some amazing hyperlapses in the world. Both of these drones offer OcuSync 2.0, which means we get 8 kilometers of transmission range. We also get 1080p video feed directly to our phone. So that's increased from 720p to a full HD 1080p representation, meaning that you can actually frame the shot and have almost a true representation of how the image is going to look before you put it on the computer and then, you know, get disappointed that the footage wasn't as great as you thought it was. So 1080p is really exciting, and 8 kilometers range is ridiculously exciting. Both drones also offer 31 minutes of flight time, which is 1 minute on the Platinum version, the original Mavic Pro Platinum, which a minute here and there is still great. An extra minute in the sky could be the difference between getting the shot and missing it altogether. So that is really exciting. We also have Active Track 2.0 on both versions. And Active Track 2.0 is just an enhanced version. It gives you a lot more control. It's also better at tracking fast objects, and it's just going to be a lot better. Both drones also have a 3-axis gimbal, and they have omnidirectional sensing, which means that they have sensors everywhere, on top, below, sides. You can't hit the roof, you can't hit the walls or a tree. This is going to be a hard drone to crash. I'm sure people will do it, but it will be a hard drone to crash. DJI have also addressed the issue of poor low-light performance, so they've actually offered a hyperlight feature, and this is just something that you can add on to improve those low-light situations. It will reduce noise and improve the image quality in those low-light situations, so I'm glad that they've addressed that, and there's something that will actually work better in low-light settings. Both drones shoot in the new codec H.265, which is apparently a 50% improvement on H.264 when it comes to retaining more information. So that's exciting, and there's obviously better compression as well. Really exciting for people who have to play around with massive files. So that is great, and I'm happy to use that. And also we have the 8 gigabytes of internal storage on both devices. The max speed of these drones is 72 kilometers per hour, and they keep going on about this low noise design. So apparently they've made this drone even quieter and even more smooth and agile in the air. So that's super exciting, and something that you'd kind of expect anyway. So there are all of the set things and the differences between these two drones, and it kind of now really just depends on what you want this drone for. If you want it for video work, then the Pro version is honestly where it's at. You have a lot more control, and it's a stellar 1-inch sensor from Hasselblad. So that's something that you should definitely pick up if you want video. Now, if you want photo or video, and you're not too serious about video, then the Zoom's probably where it's at, because you have a few more features. that are zoom specific, so that means that you can get some really nice photos zoomed in. You could also get some nice video zoomed in, and it still does shoot 4K 30, it still does 2.7K at 60, and you still get 1080p slow-mo at 120 frames per second. So the zoom version is still a really great version, and it's a little bit cheaper as well. So if you don't take video too seriously, then that could definitely be the one for you. But anyway, let me know in the comments below which one you're going to pick up. I will definitely be picking up the Mavic 2 Pro. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more content. When I pick up the Mavic 2 Pro, there will be a lot of Mavic 2 Pro content on the channel, so check that out, definitely. And also, don't forget the giveaway for this shirt here. Leave a comment below. Check the links below to enter on Facebook and Instagram. There will be a 10% off link if you want to buy this shirt straight away. Different sizes, different colors. I have other products in the store. So really exciting times for the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to have a splendid day and peace out.